What are foreign dividends? How are foreign dividends taxed here in the UK? And can you be taxed twice on your foreign dividends? I'm going to be answering all of these questions and more. But first, make sure you subscribe to this channel for more weekly business and finance tips on how to run your business effectively here in the UK. What are foreign dividends? Foreign dividends are dividend payments that you have received as a result of share ownership within a foreign company. Now, if you own shares in a foreign company, but you actually reside in the UK, then you might be in a situation where you're actually receiving foreign dividends. Now, if this is the case, then you might potentially have to pay tax on those dividends, okay? Unless, of course, those dividends are currently in a tax-free savings account, such as an ISA, or they are being held in what is called a SIPP. Now, the good news is, as a UK taxpayer, you're actually entitled to what is called dividend allowance, which is an income allowance that actually enables you to earn your dividends without paying tax on it. Now, each year, this particular dividend allowance can fluctuate between anywhere from maybe £1,000 per year to £5,000 per year. But for the current tax year that we are currently in at the point of recording this video, the dividend allowance is £1,000. What happens in the scenario where you earn dividend income that is above the dividend allowance? Now, in this instance, you would have to pay tax on any dividend that you actually earn above that particular dividend allowance, okay? And the amount of tax that you pay will vary from anywhere from approximately 8.75% to about 39%. Now, the potential rate of tax that you will pay will depend heavily on what your income tax rate is, and this can fluctuate anywhere from 8.75% to approximately 39%, okay? And this really depends on whether you are a basic rate taxpayer or indeed you're a high rate taxpayer. Now, if you're based in the UK and you have foreign dividends, you must actually report this to HMRC, even if you're in the situation where you've already paid tax on it abroad. Now, you might be in a lucky situation where you're actually able to claim what is known as foreign tax credit, which basically means that you can claim some tax credit on that foreign tax that you have paid on your income that you earned abroad. Now, you can usually claim tax relief on some or all of the tax that you've actually paid abroad. This really depends on whether or not that foreign income has already been taxed or not. In some circumstances, you might actually be able to claim foreign tax credit relief on the taxes that you've actually paid abroad. Okay, this really depends on whether or not there is something known as a double taxation agreement in place with the UK and the country that you've actually paid those taxes to. Now, can you actually be taxed twice? Well, you'll be surprised to know that in some situations, the foreign dividends that you're actually receiving would have had what is known as withholding tax withdrawn from it before you actually receive it. And that tax would have been paid over to the tax authority in the company where that companies reside, okay? You are then liable to pay a further round of tax to HMRC on the gross income that you have received on those dividends. Now, this obviously complicates things a lot, and you will be in a scenario where you're basically faced with what we call double taxation. So this is obviously something you want to make sure that you avoid. So it's very important that you actually understand how these taxes interact, and you make sure that you're actually organizing your financial affairs in a way that is extremely tax efficient to avoid this scenario. Now, hopefully this video has given you a highlight of the key things that you need to know when it comes to foreign dividends and taxation here in the UK. If you ever want to work with me on a one-to-one basis, please do make sure you use the links directly in the description box of the video. Thank you so much for watching, and please make sure you give this video a like. Make sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications. I will see you in the next video.